See, I like this a lot better today. The way he's walking in here like he knows there's a bunch of circles waiting for him up there. Okay? That shows some sign of a brain in his head. There's some intelligence there. Like, hey, let's just think about it. Now we're getting somewhere. See, they're not going to run the hard work if they know it's there, guys. You keep doing that consistently, that's how you'll stop them from jigging home, running home. That's how you get rid of all of that.
I like that, Jeff. Looks like an old soul now. When you get back here, just calmly go into yield his hindquarters and bring his front end through. Get a couple of steps, the first couple, and then we'll try to build from 2 to maybe 4 to 5 steps.
Yes, sir.
I love that. He looks like an old soul.
He definitely walked in like he thought it was a trap.
See, he's already licking his lips. He's like, holy shit. I love that. Love that. So just calmly go into it. We'll get a starting point. That's why I said 2 steps. One, 2. Get a couple of them each way, and then I think you just start building from there. Yeah, that hindquarter yield, believe it or not, it's an easy enough thing to do, but it actually takes a lot to perfect it.
Yeah,
to really get it good. Don't be frightened to reach back there and slap him with that rein if you think he's being a little tardy with it.
Yes, sir.
One, 2, 3. Excellent. Go the other way. Get a couple of steps and we'll start building. Yeah, that's it. He looks like he needs slapped there a little bit. Like he's just being a little bit tardy with that rear end. Open the door. 1, 2. Love that. Reaching back there and robbing them is a good thing, Jeff. There's enough things we correct them for as it is. Every time we can reward them for something, we need to try.
Yes, sir.
1, 2, excellent. Righto, I think that's pretty solid. Let's start building on that.
Okay.
Start looking for 3 and 4 steps. One, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. What I do, Jeff, when I'm working on when they're green like this, I'll do 3 or 4 one way and then 3 or 4 the other.
Okay.
I don't go back once, you know, until they get solid, I don't go one way then the other way.
Right, right.
Yeah,
okay.
I just find it's a little bit like trailer loading. You know how we have them go over the ramp one way?
Yes.
Until they get solid, then they go the other way?
Yeah, teach
and then
one
they go
brain
back.
and...
That's the same way with this. There we go. So he's at ride 27, okay? The whole fundamental program was basically a combination of Ian Francis and Gordon McKinley, but Ian used to call his the 42-day program. That was that 6-week program for the Rockhampton quarter horse sale horses. And he's at day 27. And so technically day 42, he should be through that program.
Yes, sir.
And this colt would be, but you can see how much broker they get, how quicker.
Yes.
This colt will advance very quickly over the next 3 or 4 days. Yield. One, 2, 3, 4. Love it. 5. Excellent. That's it. I liked how you slapped him there. You pressed him with the calf of your leg. He didn't get off it, so instead of using your spur, you went to his belly with the rope, with the end of the rein. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. Now, if you think he understands enough, you can go one way or the other. Okay. It's really an understanding thing more than anything.
Right.
I just don't do it a lot when I first started. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Walk him out just like you did. So I'm glad he did that. So at some point, he'll start sucking back too much.
Yes, sir.
If you stop him at the end of that turnaround,
yeah,
they start sucking back. As soon as you start noticing that, walk him out of it.
Okay.
So that will start to happen. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just what they do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure he's always looking this way. Don't let him ever look back the wrong way. There we go. So again, unless he's sucked back, just drop it at the end, but just be aware. Biggest thing is I never ever want them looking back the wrong way.
Yes, sir.
Always,
Don't have
they've always got to have a
bend.
slight little bit of bend the way they're going, the way they're turning. I hate them turning inside out. 1, that's the right bend, dude. Keep going. Behind, there, in front, in front. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent. What I would do is I would take that to the bank, meaning that he's way better than yesterday, correct?
Yes, sir. Much.
Quit. We could probably keep pushing this and he'd give us 7 to 10 steps. But Ian always taught me something that I've broken this rule many times as a young trainer, getting too greedy. And then something goes wrong and you lose ground.
Yeah.
So always ask yourself, is he better than yesterday? And if the answer is consistently yes, we're done. There's always another ride,
Right.
you know? So just flex in there and talk to me just a little bit there. So what happened on your way out?
So on the way out, same thing, much better, like much more reluctant to get down the road, but reluctant in a good way.
Was he wiggly? Was he
No,
ducking and diving?
that's one of the things I commented on out there. Is like when I would put my hand forward, he just kind of hanging out more or less in the middle of the road. A lot less worried about the sides of the road today. We worked on our draw to a stop at the lope. We did get into the backup as well. That went smooth, really smooth. And then we got into our shoulder in, shoulder out at the trot as well.
Yeah.
He was kind of offering it when I would ask him to walk. He'd kind of jog at the end, so I just took it and went with it.
How was his vertical flexion?
Better. I worked on it mainly in the shoulder in, shoulder out, not so much driving up to his face. If I'm being honest, I forgot about it.
That's no problem. That's no problem there. What about how was his draw to a stop and back up?
Good. It was good. Doing a little bit at the lope that we did here really helped that. Just kind of settled him down a little bit. I kind of like that today. Like I kind of had to use my feet a little, not get after him, but just use my feet instead of him running backwards off of my hand.
You don't want him running backwards off your hand.
Yeah.
You want him stopping and then calmly stepping back.
Yeah. I like that. I sort of commented on that I like that. I don't want to have to kick him, but I want him to let me put my feet on, you know.
Every day, you have to ask yourself, am I good enough? If you think you are, you might be right. But that's as good as you'll ever be. Excellence isn't a gift. It's a process. It's not something you're born with. It comes from desire, passion, focus, and vision. Excellence is the ability to push past your goals, to keep dreaming, reaching, and searching for the challenge that takes you further. It's never easy. But when you embrace the hardship, that's when character is built and your will is made strong. Anyone can be excellent, You just have to want it badly enough to find a way, instead of an excuse. When you're on the right path and you have determination to move forward, there's no limit to how far you'll go. Excellence isn't a destination. It's what you become when you refuse to quit. Down Under Horsemanship. Create your own success story.
Jeff, when you go to get off, start running your leg over the back of him. You could practice getting on both sides if you wanted, but let's start getting him ready to be city slicker broke,
Okay.
where we crawl all over him. And I
Okay.
start that about now, running that leg down the back of their ass as
Yes,
I
sir.
get off, you know? And I don't, and when I first do it, I don't even really rub them like that, Jeff. I just go down. Like
Okay.
that, I just
drag.
literally just go down.
Okay.
And I do it so sly, they don't even hardly know I'm doing it to them.
Right.
So I just get off and just slide it down, and I'm on the ground. But they don't even have a chance to get reactive because I'm already on the ground.
Right.
And then I might do that 2 or 3 times on each side. Then tomorrow I'll drag it slower.
Okay.
And then the
Hang on
next
there
day
longer.
slower. So I usually, when I was in a colt starting program, I had 6 weeks. I'd start this roughly about 3 weeks, roughly about the end of the 3rd week. So I had 3 weeks to start perfecting this. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So every day I just drag on them more, hang on their neck more. So by the time I really was ready to stand in the saddle and crack a whip on them and wave the flag and do all the crazy stuff, I'd been preparing for this for 3 weeks.
Right. Don't leave it to the last minute.
Yeah, I didn't leave it to the last minute. I usually started all this stuff about the start of week 4. So I had all the 4th week, all the 5th week, and all the 6th week.
Right. That makes
You know what
sense.
I mean? And every day is a little less bend on them. Every day I got on and off a different side. Again, young people aren't paying the bills. Old people are. Old people are going to hit the horse in the flank when they get on. They're going to kick it in the ass. They're not going to be graceful getting on and off. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just part of getting older. But I want to make sure if I'm starting a colt for somebody and they're a little bit lack motor skills, I don't want my colt to bite them in the ass.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Another thing we'll start doing towards the end of the week, we'll bring a mounting block out here. We'll start preparing them
Yes.
for the owner.
Yep.
I want this colt, when we leave this week, for a 65-year-old lady to ride this thing out in the trail and have the blast, a lifetime of a life.
Yes, sir.
Right, I'll leave him undo the girth there. So final thoughts on your ride on in today. What was positive, maybe what was negative? Give me some final thoughts on just the ride itself.
I would really say that everything was better. I wouldn't really pick out any negatives, honestly.
Sometimes there is a negative to a ride,
Yeah,
meaning
sure.
that something got worse.
Sure.
And you make a note of that and you say, okay, I'm going to come back tomorrow and put
Yeah.
more time into that.
Yeah.
So I think sometimes every part of every ride is better. It should be,
Right,
theoretically,
right.
but sometimes it's not.
Right.
Sometimes they do everything better except one thing kind of seemed to get worse.
Yes.
So then you got to go back as a horseman and say, okay, why was it worse? What did I do the day before that caused it to be worse?
Yes.
Because I often said, when you fix one thing on a horse, something else gets worse. So make a note of the thing that's worse and say, okay, what have I got to do to fix that? Tomorrow, I got to do more of this, or I got to do less of this, or you get what I'm
Right,
trying to say?
right.
So that's why I ask you what worked and maybe what didn't work.
Right. I would really say everything got better. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he started out similar initially, but I mean, not even half the time before we kind of started getting more cadence going. He's less looky, stopping better, backing better, shoulder in, shoulder out was better. Really, everything got a little bit better.
And as they get better every day, if you think they can handle the traffic, keep going.
Yeah, that's
Keep
what I
walking,
did. Yeah, that's
keep
what I did
walking,
today. Just kept
keep
going.
trotting, and the end goal is to lope
Yes.
and have the car race past
Yes.
you.
Don't even worry
You
about
get what
them.
I'm trying? That's our end goal
Yes,
here. It's
sir.
not to stop every time a damn car comes in. Our end goal is after 6 weeks, we take the sumbitch out on the highway, and we just ride.
Yeah.
And trucks, semis are passing us, and he don't care.
We do our thing.
We
and-
do our
yeah.
thing, and so forth. So kind of be building on that. Did you notice the extra 0.9 miles of loping made a difference?
Much. I wasn't sure at first how he was going to do loping down and just turn right around and came back. I just loped one circle before I came
Yeah.
back. And initially he kind of picked up a little and I thought, okay, probably maybe he knows he's going home. And then he knocked it off really quick. And then when we got really close to home, I sort of, okay, I'm getting ready for this to happen again. And he was going to keep loping past the ranch like it didn't even exist. So that was much better.
Did you notice anything when you turned into the ranch? Did you notice any change in his attitude or mind? When you actually turned in the gate, did you notice anything, positive or negative?
Yes. When I got past the kind of the corner there where he knew he was coming back, I really felt him slowing down. He didn't speed up coming into the ranch at all. But then when he kind of knew he was coming right back here, he really slowed down around the corner.
I love that. I want him to almost hate going home.
Yes, sir.
And when I say that, people think that that's shitty, but it's the opposite of jigging home.
Right.
It's the opposite of galloping home. It's the opposite of prancing home. A horse that is not in a hurry to get home is a horse that is not in a hurry is a comfortable ride.
Yes.
It's a safe ride. You know what I mean? It's a horse that's broke.
Right. You feel like you're driving them.
You're driving them.
Yes, sir.
That's exactly right. Okay. Righto, mate. Good job. We're just going to go hose him off now. Offer him some water. Tie him up for 2 or 3 hours to the post and tree of knowledge, and let him soak on it. And then I do want you to get him out again late this afternoon, off camera.
Okay.
And I just only want you to work on exactly what you've worked on now. Nothing new.
Okay.
Just try to make it a little bit better, because we're only filming for 5 days. So I'm trying to get theoretically as much done as I can to show people where we're going with this program. But don't do anything new.
Yes,
everything you've already done, practice it.
Okay.
But give him 3 or 4 hours break, and then go ride him again off camera. But I don't want us doing things off camera that are new.
Oh, yes, sir.
We only want to do that on camera that's new.
Okay.
Right, mate. Good job. Proud of you. Excellent work. Good job.
Want more? Get more. The No Worries Club is the best way to get the most out of your training experience. Stick around to find out more.
Did you know that if you're a No Worries Club Premium Club member, you have access to one of our most popular training series ever? It was called Training on the Trail. This is where I took a horse and showed you how to teach the fundamental level of my method, but do it outside on the trail. A lot of people say, Clinton, I don't have an arena, I don't have any, an indoor arena, I don't have a lot of facilities, but I do have trails, I do have pastures, I do have outdoor areas that I have access to. Can I still train a horse with your method? And the answer is absolutely yes. And it's, in fact, a lot of the answer is you can even do it better by being outside the arena. So we have a series called Training on the Trail. It goes for like 30 hours. It's an extremely detailed series where we show you over the course of several days all of the exercises to use in the method to train your horse to be a productive, solid, confident trail horse. Not only when I say trail, I'm just talking about a broke horse. People think of a trail horse as something just walks down on a trail on a loose rein and never gets out of the walk. That's not my type of trail riding. My trail riding is a lot of stopping, turning, side passing, loping, But these horses are really broke. It's like a Ferrari on the trail. You can do whatever you want to do with it. So it's a very popular series. If you're a No Worries Club member, you'll have access to that 24/7. In addition to being a premium club member, you'll have access to the fundamental level, intermediate level, advanced level, and the professional level as well, professional series. That's where we get into colt starting, trick horse training, reining training, cow horse training, more specialized parts of the horse industry. But if you haven't seen the Training on the Trail series on the No Worries Club app, please go ahead and watch it. You'll really, really enjoy it. Remember, premium member, No Worries Club is where you find it. Hey mate, Clinton Anderson here. For the past 20 years, I've devoted my life to creating the best training tools and videos available to help bring my method to you. But there's only one problem. You can't bring your TV into the arena. That's why we've been hard at work developing a new platform to deliver the method to you in a whole new way. A way that brings 20 years of horsemanship and puts it in the palm of your hand. Introducing the mobile method. It's part of the new Down Under digital experience, and it makes learning the method easier than ever before. Let me show you how it works, mate.
Now you can always have access to the method, even when you're on the go or at the barn. The Down Under Horsemanship app gives you access to your digital training kits and allows you to download videos and training content directly to your mobile device or view them on your computer. The Down Under Horsemanship app also offers over 86 hours of free in-depth training content. No Worries Club members will have full access to Clinton's ever-growing training library and a massive amount of members-only features and information. And the best part is, you can view and interact with each lesson on your mobile device or computer, giving you ultimate access to the method anytime and any place.
The method is the key to getting the most out of your partnership with your horse. We want everybody to experience the difference it will make. That's why we created 3 new ways for you to get the training content you need at the price you want. Our basic level allows you to purchase and download training content to your device at our standard price with no annual fee. When you become a No Worries Club member for $19.99 a month, you get up to 50% discount on any of your purchases. Plus, you get 8 digital videos and 4 digital journals a year, and access to the No Worries Club website, the largest collection of method material and resources in the world. Plus, you can become part of our social network and chat with thousands of other folks just like you. If you want the ultimate experience, mate, the premium membership is for you. You get all the benefits of the No Worries Club, a printed copy of our No Worries Club quarterly journal, and access to all of the method and the professional series kit training videos. Altogether, that's thousands of dollars of horse training and 20 years of horsemanship delivered right to your fingertips. So there you have it, folks. The new mobile method app is the easiest and most effective way to deliver the maximum amount of knowledge at a minimal amount of time. And with the new No Worries Club, you can be assured you're going to get exactly what you need at a price that's right for you. It's a free download, so what are you waiting for, mate? Get started today.
Start your digital training experience today. Visit our website and download the Down Under Horsemanship app to experience the method in a whole new way.